this time, right? 3:35? Cannot be like that.
No.
4:14.
Why are you giving me coffee so 3:35? Make me feel guilty or what? Okay. Ah, so good. So good, so good, so good. Something is going to happen here today. I don't know. There's something is going to happen today. I don't know what it is. I can feel it. So I don't know. I'm just looking around a bit and very good. This is Mame, huh? Florentina. Ah, ciao. Very good. I remember your letter. You wrote me one letter. Of course, I have it. Very good. So, who knows how to fix this thing? Put it right for me. You can do? Okay. So, Om. Namaste. Welcome everyone to Satsang today, and very happy so many people came in spite of the rain, which is very, very good that you're here. Anyway, what else would you be doing on a rainy day? Very good. Okay. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Okay, come. Just right now? I don't know how it works. They say that in Alentejo, nothing happens. Time stands still. But for us, it's moving so quick like that. Where have you been now?
Right here.
Okay. Are you waiting for me to say something?
I I don't know if I have anything to say.
You are the first one up.
I'm the first one. Just here. That's all.
But I know that. We're all just here. We're all just here. What is new about it? The only thing you can say about it is, as what are you here? That's it. Yeah, because everyone, your natural admission must be that I'm here. You can never say, I am there. You may say, I would like to go there, but you cannot say, I am there. Or if you go to Mallorca or something and someone say, where are you? You say, well, I'm in Mallorca. But you said, but you were thinking of going there next week. You said, no, I am there now. I am here. Here must be, you're always here. The real feeling is I'm here. So no one can experience, even if you go to the moon and you have a very, very good iPhone and you can call planet Earth and speak to your parents. Where are you? I'm on the moon. I just got here just now. I'm here. Not I'm there. I'm here. So, but as what are you here? Then people start to get confused. Why would this question be important? If I ask, as what are you here? And everybody says, I am here. Then I ask, as what are you here? Who is saying I'm here? Is it the body that is speaking? Is it the body who has the awareness that I'm here? Does the body knows where it is? Can the body speak and say, oh yes, I am halfway between San Martino and Santa Clara? It cannot say that. Can God say, I am here. I'm here, I'm not in heaven at the moment. I'm just here in this place. So who is here? And this kind of question will always baffle people because they don't expect it. It's enough. You say, I am here. Oh, very good. Welcome, welcome. It's enough. Now, if someone were to ask you, who precisely are you who are here? Then your mind would probably think, that's a very impertinent question. Why would you ask me who? Of course, I'm here. Isn't it obvious? So why would I even bother to even ask, as what are you here? As a person. If I say, of course, as a person you're here, nobody would argue anywhere. I am here personally, I'm here as a person. And if I ask you, what exactly is a person? What is a person? Again, many people feel deeply uncomfortable. Why are you asking this kind of question? I didn't come here for this. I came here for peace. Has anybody been able to keep peace? I'm sure everybody has felt some amount of peace. Have you been able to keep peace? Even if you're a peacekeeper, can you keep peace? Nobody has been able to do it. And this is why my question keeps coming, because I want to show you some place where peace does not leave you. Where you're happy and your happiness does not go away. Where you are alive and you will never die. That's why I'm asking this question. Not to make you feel uncomfortable, but to make us look a little bit more deeply than our conditioning allows us to. And perhaps to find something that all your life you've been waiting to find, but not consciously. Some people consciously are looking. Others, they stumble across it. This is why I ask us, what are you looking? And what is a person, you see? Nobody question you if you say, that's the kind of person I am. Nobody question you. I'm just that kind of person. I'm a very devoted person. I'm not a very, where you may say like, affectionate person. I'm not an affectionate person. And also, I'm a very selfish person. Or I'm a very kind person. What is the person? Kindness we know. Selfishness we know. But what is the person? What does it look like? Like your body? Is the person and the body, is it the same thing? This is the kind of thing you've triggered today when you say, I'm here. A simple statement, I'm here. I say, we're all here. Even the ones who don't think they're here, they're here. Most people, they don't want to go too deeply. Going too deeply feels totally inappropriate and uncomfortable. And why would you want to go deeply? Your life is fine as it is. Many people, my life is fine as it is. I mean, I could do with a bit more money and maybe a bit more holiday time. But apart from that, I'm quite happy with my life. And I would say, very good. Good luck. Very good. But some people, they're not happy. They say, no, it's not enough. Why is not enough? Well, I have everything I could want. I have money, I have time, I have a good family. I'm married to someone very good. I have all these things, but something is not satisfied. What you want, what you're lacking, some material thing? No, not material thing. I'm looking for something, but I don't know what it is I'm looking for. I like to meet this type of person. Because I know what you are deeply searching for is not hidden somewhere. It's not in the next room. It's not even 1 centimeter away from you. Ultimately, every living being, not just human being, is searching for the same thing, actually. I am bold enough to say that. But at first, we have many superficial desires that we want to satisfy on the way to that. And some people, they leave aside the superficial desires. They say, no, I just want this directly now. I don't want to have it via something else. I want only this now. And these beings, they tend to come to places like this on a Sunday afternoon to see if we can look together a bit, what we can find.
Well, maybe we can look a little bit together.
Okay.
So, I left Sahaja about a month ago and went to Lisbon.
You was in Lisbon?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I've seemed to have stayed there. And it's very different. The environment, where I'm staying, the people that I'm meeting, just exploring the city, just the life, the everyday life is very, very, very different than in Sahaja. Something feels still the same.
Yes.
It's like everything is different, but nothing is different. Speaking in a different language, speaking Portuguese all the time now.
You can
It's the
speak
same.
Portuguese?
More or less, yeah. Better than I could when I was in Sahaja, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's, it seems like different emotions can come. Immense love can come. Immense fear can come. It can feel like something's on the brink of falling apart, but still something is the same. And it's just that's how it's been.
You are happy with that? That something is the same, and something feels like it goes into these waves of falling apart or something stressful, and it's all there. You are content like that?
I feel like in the past, major change, or what I would have felt was major change in my life, tended to bring up a lot of experiences that felt overwhelming.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't know how to deal with them. I wouldn't know if I was able to survive them, and then a huge problem would would arise because of that. And I feel like
Internally.
internally,
Yes.
and I'd be in a major state of turmoil. And I feel like now the same tendency to go to that place inside can arise, but it's seen.
You're not in trouble anymore.
No. Something still might feel like there's trouble, but there's no trouble. It's just something that's passing.
Okay. I expect that of anybody who has spent some time in satsang. Then I would not. I would be surprised if you are not able to speak like that. If you are someone who have been in satsang, I would be surprised if you are not able to say what you say. Of course, that things that used to feel like it's too much for me. Oh no, I've got to go. And now you're not so deeply. They still come up, but they don't have that kind of impact on you. Yeah, yes, I sort of expect that. No, but are we there yet? No. What I am speaking now. Because you know that whatever you feel, whatever you think or imagine or perceive, by now, many of you, most of you, I would look around and see, have understood, not merely intellectually, that it is phenomenal. Phenomenal means what? That it has no inherent reality in it. Meaning that the thing itself is whatever it is, but the meaning it has for you, that may be different. The meaning it has for you is not a meaning it has within itself. Maybe only a meaning that you give it. And to that extent, it has an impact upon you, the perceiver of it. So it cannot be felt that this is a fact, that it is a universal fact. Just like someone may be very attracted to peacock feathers, for instance. Peacock feather. Oh my God, I'm really looking for one of these. And he gets it, sticks it in his hair. Right? So happy, so happy. Another one, oh, don't come near me with that. Oh no, my God. Bad luck. You know? You see? Is any of this true for the peacock feather? No. Our mind is thinking like that. And then we give our own interpretation to that thing and say, that is what that is. And I said, no, it is not that. Is there anything that has a meaning in itself, independent of your perceiving of it? Is there any thought like that? That just has any phenomenon, anything, any object, that just has, that's what it is, even a person. You say, I know this person, I really know them, completely. He's like this. But maybe to his friend, he's not like this. The one you know, he knows a different way. Which one is the true? So it is important to see that things in themselves, whatever you feel, whatever you think or imagine, it is not true to your imagination. It is just whatever it is. Can we accept things or life like that though? The raw life as it is whatever it is, but the way each one perceive it. If we are 200 people in this room or whatever, and one event seems, one thing is happening in front of all of us, say for instance myself speaking with you at the moment, and to each one the impact of what I'm speaking may be very different. This is why I'm saying, the way that we perceive, what we perceive, the meaning is not in itself. The meaning is in you, the perceiver of it. So none of it is reliable, because even what you believe about this thing now, it may change tomorrow. Not the thing. Your feeling about it may change. Even as the moon becomes full and the waves, the water rises, your mind also can change just like that, affect your mind also. So nothing is so stable. in the field of perception. Do we understand this type of thing? I don't want to make anything technical because I'm a very simple guy, okay? I don't want to tell you anything, so very simple things. So if you understand that it is not the thing in itself, but the meaning you give it, what it means for you, will determine the impact it has on you. And then on top of that, who do you take yourself to be is going to affect everything. Who you take yourself to be is going to affect everything. If I give an example, people say, this person, they ask something and they say, no, he's not speaking the truth. He's not speaking the truth. He didn't come at 9 o'clock, he came at 10. He's telling a lie. And we feel that truth and lies are judged like that in what you do and what you said, what you did not say, the accuracy of words and thoughts. But if your identity is untrue, then everything you are speaking is untrue. If even the one you consider to be yourself itself is a lie, we don't want to go there. Because no, let's keep it simple. I mean, it was 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Yes, there's a space for this. But I'm only putting it like this, that in the relative life, we can say these things. This is half a way this way, it is 5 minutes this way. You can speak like that. But some people have gone beyond such limited measuring. They're looking into whether the one who is measuring other things, if this one himself is true. This is the power and the invitation of Satsang, to look into who you are. This is one.
So maybe I can ask you a question here. So I feel in day-to-day life, there's this movement towards interpretation, wanting life to be a certain way, wanting to hold on to love or run away from fear.
Yes.
It's seen, and I know that it's not me. There's a person there that wants those things, but that's seen. And then even that seeing, even that seeing is, maybe you could say, held in a space that has no words.
It is very natural for what you call a person to have likes and dislikes. When the consciousness is functioning in each form and believe itself to be the form, and then where comes the person? The person, again, is the belief in our conditioning, along with the idea that we are our bodies, that I am this, the one you look in the mirror and you see in the mirror, this is what I am, plus my conditioning, cultural conditioning, religious conditioning, social conditioning, all these things, put together create the sense of a particular entity which you call you, a person or something. And no one escapes it. Even if you're a Buddha or a Christ or so on, we all get somehow immersed in some degree of conditioning. However, it is not stable. Throughout your life, if you've been 30, 20, 30, 40, even if you're 15, we have gone through different stages of identities. At certain stages, if you ask who are you, what you may say may differ in the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. You may have a completely different picture of life, yourself and the world or whatever like that. So which of these identities is accurately you? So this is also changing, isn't it? So the person, we hold an idea that I am consistent, I've always been me. And yet if we could have interviewed you every 5 years of your life and listened to what you say, you may be saying very different things about yourself. Still within you, you have a sense that you are continuous. I'm always the same. What is it that's always the same? When your words and your ideas are changing, something remains the same. What is that one which remains the same? Is it a person? These are things that is worth finding out, because as you discover more and more, and it is not easy in the beginning to just know it. At first, some resistance may come. Misunderstanding happens first before understanding happens very often. Resistance and doubts and fears come to the surface. And it only someone who is a bit more steady internally can bear the shaking mind, because your mind just wants to, look, I'm out of here. I'm not comfortable with any of this. Excuse me, I'm leaving. Are you coming? I'm going. You see? It's like that. Because it feels, look, I'm not here to be tested in this way. But some people are quite up for it. They say, no, I want to look. If there's something to see, and it's not that I'm losing anything significant, in fact. If anything can be lost, it cannot be the true. It can only be what is untrue. So they are up for it. They are willing to look and to experience the momentary discomfort, which is a small price to pay for freedom, for the great space. And normally it is through sometimes uncomfortable experiences that we grow and come to a deeper understanding about ourselves and this world that we inhabit, so to speak. You see? I'm speaking like this because he knows what I am speaking, so it may seem I'm not answering his questions, but it is okay. Just clarifying again some things. Once you're aware of yourself truly, then how long will you say, yes, but my mind keeps coming, and it's going up and down, and it comes, and fears come, and then frustrations come. If you are truly one with what is, with the truth of your own being, how long will the waves of the mind trouble you? Will you just have to live with it for all your physical existence? I say no, it's not. You will outgrow it.
So I have a question for you. Because the waves still come, right? But they don't matter in the same
But for whom
way.
do they come?
They come within I don't know, consciousness or within space.
No, but why would
just
they come? Because many things don't come. Certain kinds of things come. Why only certain kinds of things come? Why not everything come?
Still some interest there in them.
Something which has some affinity with your own vibration come. And you have to look at that. Because not everything is going to trouble you. Some kind of things are somehow have some synchronicity with our identity, and it will keep coming to see, am I still employed? Am I still your friend? Am I still in business? Are we still together? And you say, oh, yes, hang on a second. You see, otherwise, why would it be there? You don't have to transcend anything which you have no interest in. Suppose you have no interest in something. Do you have to get over it? It doesn't register. It doesn't exist.
So then another question. Is there any work that has to be done, or is it just being done? Is it just happening?
I feel that I've picked up on it, that the thing that keeps coming, that creates the waves, you should look at them. Who is being disturbed enough to register that they are waves? Because if you're not disturbed, you'll not even notice waves. So something must be there, and it's able to hook into the potential of identity, and it pulls it up. Then it says, oh my God, I hate this. So this one who suffers them should be looked at and to be clarified, is this truly what I am or not? Because there is some duality there is still some confusion, there is still some blurring there, And it is a very beautiful thing to clarify. Then when this is clear for you, then those ways will fall. They will not to trouble you. Because they are not somehow to live. Why would you want to look at them? Because when they arise, they will intimidate your being. I say sometimes they hold the beingness hostage, meaning that when you're in those states, you become personal actually. If I want to put it in a one word, because all problems are personal. Whenever you have a problem, it becomes personal. You may say, but if I can't pay my bills, that's a problem. I said, no, it's not a problem. It means you can't pay your bill. You say, but that's a problem. I said, no, a problem is much more of a psychological sensation. If you can't pay, some people, they can't do something, and they do everything they can to address, and they cannot, and they retain their peace with it because they leave it to life. They say, well, life brought this. I've gone as far as I can go, without bringing shame upon myself. And now I will simply just rest inside my heart. Not necessarily means it is a problem. A problem is much more of a psychological sensation. Problem means you become a person. You start to worry and think, your mind start to create fearful images. What's going to happen to you if you're not able to do this? And it terrorizes your beingness. And so you're simply waiting for that thing to pass so you can go back again to a place of silence and peace. With your satsang, you will come to discover that many so-called problems were not solved by you. They were solved by life, not by you. You thought some meteorite was heading straight for your head. Okay. And it's gone. And the thing is, you don't remember this actually, because we have a short memory for grace and a long memory for trouble. And so many times things have come to assist your life, and you never registered, yes, that was that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. And grew in trust, and grew in the memory that some form of salvation or assistance came to you much beyond your capacity and supported your existence. And every day it is like that. Everyone has something to be thankful for in life like this. But we are so abundantly taken care of that we take it for granted. So this is why sometimes when life squeezes you, then you find your gratitude again. I am not being absolute about it, but I think you know enough what I'm speaking. Very good. Nice to see you again.
Same here. Thank you.
Very good.
Can I come and give
Yes,
you a
come. Please come. I thought you were into South America or something like that. In Lisbon. Yeah. Very good. Very good. Please come in.
I feel like everything you just spoke about is what I wanted to hear, but I feel like I needed to come up and expose this identity further.
Gotcha.
I don't really know what to say. It's just there's a lot of pain that's coming up today. And this person has been seeking for love all my life. And now that I have the ability to find it, it's now telling me that I'm not worth it. You know, and it's throwing these attacks.
What kind of love are you talking? I mean, just kind of relationship love or person love? Or?
It used to be a search for love within family and mother, which I didn't really have. And then there would be boyfriends or friends or then anyone, you know, just from people around. And then I realized that actually it's inside that I'm looking for this love. And I will never be able to find it around.
Yes, not fully. You may find love being expressed to you, but you will probably keep doubting it or over clinging to it, which will frighten your people away because it doesn't feel. You see, I mean, when you find a love that is inside, and you can stand on your own feet, then somehow you can really be with love with others. Because it's not a need. Because when it's a need, only insecure people will enjoy it for a while. But even to them, they'll become overwhelmed by it if you're just needy. Because when you're needy, you're not in your strength, you're not in your power.
And I know this,
Yes.
and I no longer look for it around. And since I met you, I've been really treasuring this being of just with myself, you know?
Okay.
And actually before, the pain was so bad that I prayed for an answer, and I didn't know who you were, but you came into the kitchen in Maravillas and said, you know, I felt like I had to come here today. And I didn't really speak to you much because I was quite scared. It was just everything. But you answered all of the questions, and I was like, yes, actually, this is... And now I've been quiet and spending this time with myself, but this person has just started attacking me. And I'm trying to watch it from the side, but I think I want more. I want freedom from all this. I don't want to live with this.
What is he saying?
It brings up childhood memories of lack of love and worthiness. You know, all kinds of rubbish that I know is not. And I've seen it within myself that I am bigger than all of this. I've had moments of this bliss, of this ecstatic, universal freedom. But then somehow I'm back here again. And this person doesn't really want to leave.
It's amazing that we have so much loyalty to this kind of psychological side of the mind. Like he's your friend, you know, you listen to it and you go and you work out things with your mind. And yet, this is what it brings in this moment. You know, you're not good enough and you need all these things and unworthiness and all this kind of stuff. But actually, there's a good side to it. There's a good side to it. Because whenever you want to just be a person, the mind will bite you. It will tell you you're not good enough and so on, and you're not this, not that. In a sense, you have to go beyond him, this voice. You see? It's almost he'll make the person's life miserable. But in another way, it can be a blessing. So you go beyond the person. When I say you go beyond, I don't mean go beyond somewhere this way. You go beyond this way. Because always you can watch. You were there before this voice come. And you are there when the voice is here talking. And you're also here when it goes. So you know you're not it. You see? And even the breath you watch coming in, it comes and it goes, and it's not affected you. You are the witness of it. And this one that comes, again, it comes with a very personal presence. It comes in a personal way to remind you of your person. And we say, oh, it's very unkind, it's very this. But he will not stop. He's, in a way, is answering your prayer. Because you don't want to just be only person. You want to go beyond into real freedom, you say. So he's trying to push you out of the realm where your mind wants to go, which is to be again, to look for someone who will satisfy, who will give you that love which they can't fill. Nobody will fill it. You find the best one in the world who looks everything like your projection and everything, and still at the end you will ruin it, so to speak. Because something feels, it's not, I can't get enough of it. Because it's not the one that can satisfy this. This one only you can satisfy. You see? So there's a good side to it. You're coming home to your own self. And along the way, sometimes you have to burp up some things which are not in service to your freedom, not in service to the true. They don't feel pleasant because we have some psychological and emotional investments in some things. And to separate or to look at them with detachment feels a pain, like you're tearing apart something. But you're not actually physically doing. You're just looking and experiencing from the place of a much purer state of consciousness. From this moment, just here now, right here now, if you leave everything to do with memory, because that is something that it's not stable. Even what you remember, your moods may change, and then it's not the way you remember it anymore. So don't rely on memory for a moment. So just leave it aside, because you are still here without memory, actually. You may think my life is a lot to do with memory, or who I believe I am, who I was yesterday, and whatever. But for a moment, because memory cannot exist without you. It is you who, look into memory, even to the extent where you can say, my memory is not as good as it used to be. So something, what is that? So just the things like in the past and memory for a moment, can we just leave it aside for a moment? Don't include now. And anything to do with the future, particularly like your projections, what you would like, and all of these things, including freedom even. Again, including freedom, because it's coming from mind. So just leave that aside. Don't combine yourself with that for a moment. And even the sense of yourself, who you call you, whatever sort of autobiography is still there. It's still some aspects of the mind created. So can you just leave that aside? Don't identify or combine yourself with anything for a moment. What actually remain? Don't be in a hurry now. For anybody who feels, and why should not everyone to look at the same time? Anything to do with past, because you can pick it up again. We can pick it up in a moment or two. But just for one moment in your life, to leave all the things that you call you or belong to you, your possessions, your aspirations, your self-definitions. Don't define yourself at all. Leave everything now. I want like anybody who genuinely is searching to really look into their heart to see what really is here for now. In this moment you try. Leave all these things. Because they're only your notions. They're only memory. They're only projections. They're not your essential being. They are not original to you. So leave everything aside for a moment. And remain as what remains. And tell me, Even the roof is responding to this. What is your experience? What do you see? What do you find?
There's nothing.
Nothing.
It is all.
It's all. Oh. Were we expecting that? Nothing. Nothing is there. I was about to ask you, is it a disappointing discovery? Just this thing, you leave everything. Because we're carrying around so many things, so much bags and pockets and things you have to remember and who you are, who you were yesterday. So not leave everything aside. Leave everything aside for a moment. You can have it back again in a moment if you want it. But for one moment here with me, leave everything aside just to examine what is here before you pick anything up. No pockets. Don't put anything in any pockets. Even not in the pocket of memory, in the pocket of mind, in the pocket of the body, in the pocket of anything. What are you experience? What is your experience, you see? And look how she's smiling like that. She says nothing is here. And yet such... What else is here?
Love. Just lots of space, I don't know.
Yes. Yeah.
Spacious.
Spacious, yes. Did you cultivate it? Did you create it? Or imagine it? Are you using any effort?
For that, the mind has to come in and answer that.
Yeah.
This just is.
Yes. This, what you are speaking now, is the state of your own Buddha nature. This is referred to as your Christ consciousness, or your Shiva being, or your pure self. Is it lacking anything? Just like that. And then one other thing I can ask you now, can it go away? Or can it fade? No. Why?
Because that's the only thing there is.
You're absolutely sure about it.
No.
Why?
I don't know. No, it's always there.
Yeah. And you, what are you? You say it is always here, always there. What are you? Are you different from it?
No, I'm the space. Yeah. So are you.
Very good. Exercise finish. You can have your mind back now, and you can have. You can have all the things, all the things back now.
so wonderful.
Can it be simple like this? No mantras, no yoga, no bhajan. You're a natural being. You're a natural being is like that. Not any particular religion, nothing at all. Simple thing. And you said, I asked you, can it go away? Where would it go? But it cannot go away. But your mind will come. The mind will come and the mind will say, that was nice, but okay? And then we will see, because this is all. Actually, to help to guide you into your natural state is not difficult for someone like yourself who really are not just up for distractions, something just wants to be free of it. It's not difficult to guide you into your own heart. If there's something difficult, it is to keep on rejecting the mind's offers, the mind's promises, the mind's projections, because we've been listening to that for a long time, and we came to believe it. And little by little bit, it will sabotage your seeing and cover up your light, but not without your assistance. You see? What you now see with your own eyes and your own heart is not something I ask you to remember. You see by the power of your own light, you saw. And you see, and you are. You did not practice it. You simply see. And you're seeing from yourself as yourself. And just about at a certain point like this, for many beings, either some arrogance come, like, okay, I've got it, I'm something special, which is the mind also. Or some doubts come. Or, amazingly, one of the things that your mind has been searching for, a kind of illusion, suddenly come. Like somebody somehow just come, and it's the perfect lover, the perfect one who comes, and it's everything and says, I've been looking for you. And you go, really? And somehow you go. These are some of the things I have to tell you, because these are ancient plays. The ways of the mind are ancient. But yourself is timeless. If you remember that, it will not catch you. It is a kind of hypnosis that happens, because something comes and takes the form of the thing that you desire, or the thing that you are attached to. And in that moment, your eyes and your attention go there. And it is as though it eclipses your intuitive knowing, seems to go to the background, and you come into a state of delusion. That is all that's happening, in fact. Right across the world, there are many, many problems. If you were to write a list of all the problems in the world, you'll be writing it next year, still writing. Every village, every family, every town, every city, every country, all over the world, everybody has a problem. But I'll tell you this thing, there's only one problem. And it is caused by ego. ego is the one source of this problem. It's a form of ignorance. Just a distraction from this that you have discovered, this who you are that you discover. And I'm happy that you can somehow, it's demonstrated in your seeing so beautifully, so that we see how simple what is. That it is not at the end of some years of striving and years of beating yourself and all of this stuff, that it is possible for a human being. Why? Because you're that all the time, it is there. And yet you can spend a lifetime or lifetimes somehow unable to recognize what is really obvious. And you are now recognizing the obviousness of your own self, and can feel how your mind has played and created many shapes to entice your attention to say, come this way, come with me, I'll show you how to get to the thing you want. So I tell you ahead of time, mind will not go, okay, she's got it, I better go to somewhere else. No. I'll tell you a story about what happened. There was once one man, and he was married, he had 2 children, but he was very, very detached, very dispassionate man. And many things happened. People went and stole things from his house, and he didn't mind. People say, they took your donkey. He says, it's okay. They can have. Maybe they need it. It's okay. He would never. Anything happened. He came home and found his wife in bed with his friend. He said, "Hey, George, how you doing? Okay, never mind. Don't worry. No, don't hurry. Don't hurry. It's okay. I'll go for a walk and everything like this." And he was like, nothing is troubling this man. And it is said that he became so dispassionate. Then also, even his children, they came and they said, "Father, what kind of father are you? The people are calling you a fool, you are blessing them and all of this type of thing. We don't want you anymore. We don't want to call you father anymore." "Oh, yes, you're quite right. It's okay. I'm very sorry about this. But if you enjoy to call this man father, it's good. I think he's a very nice person. Call him father is good. I also call him father. It's okay." So nothing could rock him. He was just so open and so generous, so detached and somehow. In the end, he had to leave home because everything left him. He went to live in a monastery up in the mountain. In the monastery, a very simple place. His job each day, there was to go, and there was like a Japanese garden, like sand, and he would just go and he would just take a rake and he would move in the sand and clean, pure thing like this, like a Zen movement. And then after he finished, he did his washing and all these things he had to do. Then he would spend his day sitting on this rock. Just sit in meditation. Very happy, happy. And it is said that he was so empty of person that he was almost invisible. Sometimes people would go in the garden and sit right next to him and they're talking in private things. And they don't notice him because he's so empty. So it said that news came to the king of demons. The king of demons heard about this mortal, a human being, who is about to enter into nirvana itself, the pure state of pure bliss. And they said, no, we can't afford this. No one from that world should come to nirvana as long as we are here. So he called 3 of his most, what you may call, attentive demons. Come. They arrive. "My lord," they come. He says, "Yes, you have heard of this monk? Almost invisible monk?" "Yes, my lord, we have heard. We cannot allow for a mortal to slip into immortality like this. You go and find something about him. He said, but actually, we were the ones who have been following him, my Lord. We did everything to try and really to break him. We are the one who caused his friend to go and stay with his wife, but he's not attached to anything. He must be attached to something. Yeah, I was the one who saw his children, and his children told him, we don't want you as a father, you're not good enough. And it did not trouble him. Yeah, but there must be something. Go, now, at once, pay attention. So immediately, off you go. Fum, 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 they all went. So the monk has finished his nice, beautiful garden, and he's sitting quite peacefully on this rock. When suddenly, three spirits come, and they're watching him. But he doesn't move. He's so detached. Day 1 come, day 2, nothing, he hasn't moved. Day 3, nothing they can find. 1 week, 2 weeks, nothing they found. Then one of them, sitting very close to the monk, begins to go into meditation also. So the others come and go, hey, don't sit so close. Come. They sit and they're watching him. So it said now this monk is sitting under there, make his beautiful painting. That was his daily movement. And he's sitting under a huge tree, huge pine tree, sitting there. And nothing's happening. One day, a wind passes. And a little twig, because of the wind, a little twig drops inside the sand garden. Immediately, the monk looks, and he goes over, and he leans over, take the twig, gets back into meditation. So the little demons, they look at each other. Yeah. So immediately they start to dance in the sand. And the monk became very, very angry. Very angry. He lost his invisibility, became bright green, basically, and shouting. Everybody wonder what happened to him. Like this. This is how he lost his peace. So the question is, what is your twig? This is what the mind is here to find. What is your twig? Meaning the thing that will get to you. Because he's been growing up with you. He knows your moves. And he will press the buttons. Try this one. You see? Are you strong enough? Are you clear enough? You see? This is a divine game. And every part of it is good. Every part of it in some way is in service to you. But you must be smart enough to know that. Even the unpleasant things, you will use them. Now you've come to a beautiful place because you can see from your own place, but I'm doing nothing at all. Maybe the mind would say to you, but you see, you didn't do anything for it. Huh? You wait. You think you can stay like that? Or you may say, but how can I keep this? And you think, yes, Mooji, how can I keep this? And I would say, how are you keeping it now? You cannot keep it. If you can keep it, you will lose it. All the power is with you. many people, they come and they say, yes, yes, I had experience like her. I had experience like her. It was like this for like 3 weeks or 3 hours. Like nothing could touch me. Nothing at all. There was no fear, no death, nothing at all. I'm in pure, pure bliss. And then what? Because I always want to find, and then what? What is your and then moment? And I've been saying, maybe one day we make a book called And Then. Are you going to have a and then moment? Yeah. Why not now? Yeah. You are doing nothing at all. You're in a state of grace. It is your natural state. In fact, it is a stateless state because other states come and go in it, but it does not come and go. It is natural for you, effortless for you. You don't have to reject life. You don't have to control your senses. It has nothing to do with this. But because you have come here, every other aspect of your expression will be automatically blessed because you are one with your own heart.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Very good. Very good. Very happy. Thank you. Very good. Okay, come.
I was a little bit like the monk for a year, and then I came to Mount Sahasha. Yes, and all things really came up strongly, both in my body, pain in my body, and emotional. And I think it was being in your presence when I didn't know you were coming, or unexpected, I didn't
Unexpectedly,
expect it.
yeah, I don't know.
And I can also see that this silence that have been in me the last year, it was a silence, but it was not, in a way, not lively, not live.
Yeah.
And now this melting is taking place. It's like melting. I'm melting down, all things coming up. And I want to melt all the way.
Yes. Why not?
Yes.
Huh?
Why not?
The ice, like I say sometime, being in satsang for the mind is like a piece of ice in a glass of warm water, and a melting is taking place naturally. No. The ice is not. Ice is water also, and water is water. But a movement to bring all things into the same oneness is taking place with you. And your place is simply to remain in this feeling of yesness to all of this, and not to hide. That's why I say, come to the front if you're feeling a bit afraid. Then when we gather for satsang, very often satsang happens quite spontaneously. Come and sit at the front. If you're the one who is afraid, come and sit at the front.
It's always occupied.
It was occupied.
Yeah, the front places.
Yeah, you will find your way. You will come to the front like that. And if you are one who in satsang you sleep, you come to the front and sleep. Whatever it is that is feeling, bring it to the front and like that, or as close to the front as you can get, and face whatever it is that is coming up, because it comes up, and your mind will tell, look how bad you feel. It's not the right place for you. It's better you go to Algarve. Algarve is very nice. Go to the Algarve. Very nice. You see. And but you say, no, I stay. You stay, and you feel, you stay. It's good, and something is burnt like that.
But mostly it's not like that. Sometimes it is burning like that, but sometimes it's I don't have anything to say. It's quiet. Also, because I can see that also everything passes. So why should I bring it up? Why should I say? It also feels like that, but still I want to be more alive.
Don't make any conclusions about anything. Don't say, everything passes, why should I do this? Just keep quiet. And then you will find if something comes and it wants to move, it will move. Don't stand in the way. Don't say, but it's all impermanent anyway. Why should I bother? Because the mind will use it also, and then avoid a moment which could be also come. Sometimes people come up and they say, look, I don't know why I come. I don't know why I come. I said, it's okay, you come. And then you sit here for a moment. Then we see what happens. You see? So it's not necessary that you come. You have already formed a question in your mind. Sometimes you don't. Some urge takes you there. And life is like that also. Because the mind tells you always have to have a purpose for what you're doing. And sometimes, have you ever done anything without purpose? Like a child. Do they have to have always a purpose? They play. There's something spontaneous about that. They don't have to always explain everything that they do and what they are going to do and what's going to come out of it or nothing. So you're beginning to experience more like this. So you're taken, because sometimes there's fear, or there's maybe too much control. Very often too much control, and trying to control things, and then somehow you make yourself a little bit tight, and then your mind is behaving like it's wise, like, okay, but I don't have to act because that is just a reaction, it's just going, and so you're still holding your breath, and something wants to just exhale. Some people, the only time they exhale is when they die. Last breath. But you have to also exhale in your life also. Exhale means many times we're living on a half breath. Hello. Oh, how are you? Because we're afraid that when you relax, something just you see, there's sometimes too much control. It happens. At least it gets exposed and something happens out of that. At least you see it. And it makes a space for something fresh to come. Maybe a little bit of time of some discomfort may come for a while, but don't matter about those things too much. Don't pay attention to every little discomfort come, every little bad thought. Oh, I am having a bad thought. Listen, darling, what's the problem? I mean, it's not the first time. We have all had bad thoughts, belly aches, toothaches, bad feelings, all these things. So don't keep saying that, because when we say this, you reinforce a bit of the mind's, the kind of psychological mind.
I could really see these days that when I said it loud, it growed. It became very big. It became very big.
When you said what?
When I told that I had too much pain,
Yes.
old pain coming up back that I haven't had for many years.
But it's good, no?
Yes, it was good.
It's good
but
because
it growed. It became very big. Things happening around that became also big. So
maybe it needs to come out.
Yes, but it was over then.
Then what happened?
What to say? The best thing I know now would have been just to be quiet in that. I shouldn't have said it loud, because when I said it loud, it became many things happen around me.
I want to see if this is true or not. If it's because sometimes you say something, maybe it is your control is saying this. Maybe it is your control.
But this was an example. When I said I had the pain, I was taking off. I could rest for a while, and then I wanted to go back to my work, and they said, "No, you're not allowed." So it was,
Have an attitude.
It became too big.
Take this attitude. Everything is okay. Even if it's not okay. It is okay. That nothing is so bad. Nothing is so bad. Nothing is so unforgivable. And you cannot live a perfect life, actually. Nobody. And there's no such thing as a perfect personality. So things are going to be said and you think, oh my God, I shouldn't have said that. And maybe you learn from it or something, and next time it feels a bit differently. But I think it's okay. Sometimes things blow up in your face. Sometimes life blow up in your face, and it's so exaggerated, it's so ridiculous, so my God, all I said was okay, and look, everything and people dying in the corner and stuff. And I said, it is okay, don't take it back, because God has used you to create another one of his crazy blunders. And something relaxes about it. You're not going to be... It is okay. Because I wasn't quite understanding what was meant when you say that when you admitted about the pain, it became a big deal. And I say that I sense also that it's part of the psychological behavior that something now is pulling back and saying, I should not have said, because you see what happens.
I can see the word is very, very strong, and I can see.
But if you keep on doing this, it will calm down. Because what I'm wanting to find out is then, as a result of that, do you then say, next time I won't say? And you just go back to being tight again. Because the last time I said something, it was so exaggerated. And I say it is part of the psyche, you see, of this kind of psychological play that happens. It's not you're doing anything particularly, but it's burping out this kind of play, and it is okay. Don't go back. Don't tighten up. Don't go into any shell.
Okay.
Don't go into any shell. Be like a snail without a shell. Not a very attractive picture, but be like a snail without a shell. Come out. Otherwise, every little thing comes, and you don't want to live like that now. You're not a snail. So like this, you should come out and just say, okay, if I get eaten, I get eaten, because but I can't live with this fear all my life.
That is what I'm asking for. To be open to flow
Yes.
like this water.
Yes. Good. Then it started, no? It started, isn't it? Yes. Yes. This is very good. what could happen today beyond this point now? You reached a good point. What can happen beyond this point now? I like to say to people, suppose today was your last day. It's now 4:30. By 5 o'clock, finito, no more. There won't be 5 minutes past 5. There will be only 5 o'clock, finish, everything finish. No more tomorrows. There's no time to go back. If you're from Moscow, you won't be able to go back and talk, say goodbye to your family. Nothing is here. And we don't have any internet also. You can't send any Skypes or messages. So you have to face your life right this moment. Where do you stand in your life? What do you want to know? Is it enough as it is right now? Is it enough as it is? I'm not putting words in your mouth. I'm asking, is it enough? Is there a place you can find in yourself where you are enough right now? Or are you still unfinished business? Still unfinished business? No judgment is sealed against you. No judgment is sealed against you, meaning that, oh, you're condemned. No, it's all you. It's all you. So is it your time to go back to your seat? Yes. It is your time? You are satisfied. And speak in the microphone for me.
I'm on pause.
You're in pause. And pause. Something also is aware of pause.
Yeah.
Something is aware of pause. Yeah? So you are not pause. Something is pause. But you are not pause. You are aware of pause. So you want to be the pause or that which is aware of pause?
I want to be the one that's aware.
Yeah, but you don't have to want to be. You already must be that.
I am the one that's aware of
Yes,
pause. Yes.
Can that be on pause?
No.
And is it moving?
No.
So what is that which is not moving but is not on pause? What is that which is not moving but is not on pause either? That's not important to use the words. That's not question and answer. I'm actually asking you to look inside and find, locate what I am pointing to. Because I feel this is what you are searching for, to come to a place like this. You must be searching for why you come to this place? Or do you only intend to go so far and no further? If 5 o'clock is when everything finish, you want to stop now or you want to go all the way? What is all the way? Now you're in this seat now, I'm asking you. What is that which is not pause, okay, but it is not a movement at the same time?
It is existence. Existence.
Existence is a word. Who are you now in the light of this question? We have 22 minutes to solve this for everybody. But you must solve it now. The answer is already there. Isn't it? You don't have to create the answer so much. Well, in a way you do. You will determine what you will be and who you are. Because as you think, so you become in a way.
Can you say existence is not the right?
No. You say
It's-
you answered the word existence, but I was not feeling anything, you know. You can use a word. And I said, as a word, it is okay. But as energy, it's not yet okay. You use a word, the concept is okay, existence, no? But when you and your answer is the same thing, then, I feel something. But if the answer come and it's only a kind of like a concept, it's not okay. It's only concept, no? You say existence is there. And you are what? The one who perceive existence to be there. Was it existence that answered the question? You can be honest about it. I'm not leading.
Yes, and this is, I think, when words are so. It is like I'm just I just is.
Yes.
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 Behind everything.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You are that which is behind everything. Okay? I'm accepting now. You are that which is behind everything. Okay. This is good. So therefore, your request, which is what? What is your request when you came here? You ask, you would not want
To
to.
be more flowing, or yeah.
If you are that which is behind and beyond everything, is this request still alive for you? Are you getting confused by the words I'm speaking, or?
It is like my mind it's not working. When I have to take the words in, it
Okay. Right.
doesn't resonate.
Okay, but I am accepting what you say. You are beyond and behind the mind. So if the mind is talking foolishness now, I am also rejecting it. I'm being in the space where you say you are. So you say my mind is not understanding now. You already dare to know my mind is not understanding. So it's enough. Let's leave the mind now. You are here now.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever not been here?
No.
Okay. You see? Because I will not judge you by your mind. Your mind, the mind is not so important. You were the one who looked and said, even my mind is not absorbing anything now. I said, okay, this means okay, leave it. You are still here, in spite of your mind is a mess. You are still. Are you a mess?
Yes, my mind is a mess.
Mind
not
is a
me.
mess.
My mind is a mess, not
Yeah,
me.
not you. Okay. Very good. And what about what is flowing or not flowing?
What?
What about the thing? Because you said no. You said I want to be flowing more.
Yes.
You said before when you came here, I have peace, but it seems to be dull. You know, I want to be more alive. So is this request still alive at the moment for you?
Yes, in a way. Foolishness.
It's not just words. It's not just words now. There is something in what you say. It's not just words. Don't give us all words, because words are not fully functional. They're not fully, they don't get to the place.
No.
But they have a place. They go somewhere. It's not the words. The words have a limit. But the one who uses them does not have a limit. Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. The words have a limit. But the one who is behind them, the energy behind them, does not have a limit. I'm speaking to the energy behind the word, which I am referring to as you. Yeah. And I was just asking, in the life that you speak now, from where you speak, I accept your statement that, yes, my mind is a model, but my mind is not me. I have nothing to ask about this. Then I ask you now, the early request, which is to say, there is peace, but it feels flat. Does it still concern you?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. This is important thing. If it doesn't concern you, it will flow in whichever way it does, and free from the concern, it will be quite spontaneous. Because you came out of the identity that where the mind mattered. Now the mind doesn't matter. Is it right like this?
Yes.
Yeah. You feel okay like this?
Yes, I'm okay.
Because it is possible that your mind could be experiencing a tsunami or something, but you are still in total serenity. Is it possible or not? Anybody know this answer? It's possible sometimes your mind is going, but inside you are quite happy. To the extent that if somebody asks you, how's your mind? You say, why you want to ask? But forget about that, don't worry. And if you have this attitude, it cannot go on, because the mind cannot bear being ignored. The most powerful thing is if your mind, what your mind's chatter becomes insignificant for you, and then he has no future. He's finished. It's only because he can catch you. So I'm very happy for this. Okay. From which place you come?
What do you mean?
Where are you? Which country you're from? You can also say the absolute.
From Sweden.
You're from Sweden?
Yes.
That's okay. Because mine not working, you see. Very good. Wonderful. Wonderful. And sometimes the mind is not going to work so well for a while because it has a new boss. Before, ego was the kind of boss, but slave at the same time. But now, the Supreme is the boss. So he's going to be a bit funny for a little bit. Very good.
I don't want to leave.
It is quite good. You're in the right place, so anywhere you can go.
Yeah, but it's convenient too.
Yeah, very good. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, come. After you can come. You want to come?
I feel I have to come. And since so many of my approaches failed, I wasted many of them, and I wish I want to reach true place now, not the past. Now there is really the tsunami of the mind, and I think I was avoiding that. I was playing with it, identifying so much with the mind and building it so complex and being proud of this complexity, like something I could never give up, maybe, or I think I give up and then I build it again and covered up, and something feels like a stone. And also maybe became too familiar with the teaching. And even though I I have no doubt is like the greatest teaching on this planet at the moment. And it's such a joy to share it. Like you told me many times, not swallowing it completely, not taking it for myself, giving it to others, but still ego there. And I understand. I'm still grateful. There somewhere I know that it's good that everything is falling apart, but I don't even know if that's enough. Because when I look at this I behind all that, in a way, with your guidance, very quickly I reached this pure space since I met you. But in a way, it's, I don't know why. Maybe I would love to come back to this, to stay as this I without recreating this superficial I in front of it.
It's actually quite intriguing somehow, because you're one of the first people who actually came to that seeing with me, to clear space of seeing, and because of that, I gave all of my attention to you. In fact, because you saw, you had a seeing, and for a while, some attention just was going to you a lot, to say, come, finish it off. Come, just put the light. Not even by any personal choice. Something was going there, because I feel that at one point your being was so much ready to absorb everything. And some people like this, they just have to absorb everything. They absorb in the whole world almost into themselves again. Absorb in the purest way. It's like you are space and you can eat the whole universe. It's a funny thing to say. And for a while there was this feeling, and then something switched. I don't know what happened. This is what I say. This is why from this I learned something. Beware, because if you are genuine, somehow your mind is always trying to climb back into the sense that the psychological mind, the serpent mind, I call it, to kind of return to a life of mundaneness in some way, and something inside your own conditioning and temperament had this kind of love for beauty and this type of idea, as you put it, like for art and creativity and so on. And I said, it is fine. Also, I understand this language, because for many years I was also working in the field of painting and creative thing. No? But when this was found, I saw that all of my life was what I'm searching for this. But I could not recognize it at that time. I did not know it was this. I thought I was trying to make the greatest painting in the world. I was having this, I have to make a painting, I have to reach some ultimate painting. And then I had dreamed that I had made the ultimate painting, but it kept on moving. It kept on moving, because it could not be something fixed.
Can I say something about
that? No,
that?
not yet.
Okay.
And because of this thing, there was this yearning, and I also practiced many things, martial arts and different things, trying, feeling something and feeling it was that. But then unexpectedly, this thing happened. But as soon as it happened inside, I realized something just felt, like instantly, all my confusion and all my energy for striving just collapsed in this great, just like I fell into the arms of the beloved or something like that. You see? Now, it's not that I say, creativity is no good. I didn't say anything at all. But I even saw that much of the momentum, the drive to create, was also not pure also. I thought it was also, I had many painters who were painter friends. And sometimes, in some way, you are competing. who is going to make the most astonishing painting? You don't think like this because it becomes obsession. And it's not so clear. And ego builds up in these things. But as soon as that awakened inside, it was clear, like everything felt secondary, became more distant for me. I still have my paintbrushes, I still have my stained glass things, I still have martial art things. They're there somewhere in some box. And sometimes I use them. We're making a book, I make something like this. But it's not fantastic. I used to go to the galleries, and look at Michelangelo, or I had vast interest in these things. From Michelangelo to Picasso, as varied as work, enjoying Cezanne and Pizarro and all these paintings, And I looked after this thing, and I said, but it's okay. All these things was okay. I used to think that, my God, this is divine. And it is in a way. But this way of looking at change inside. People take me to a place, show me spectacular waterfalls. I would look and say, oh, it's okay. And it seems strange thing, because you would think I'd go, wow. And even sometimes I try to fake it because I know that they were expecting, oh, Mooji, look. And I go, oh, wow, yeah. I could not do it. Because nothing was more wow than this. You understand that? And it's not that I don't appreciate life. In fact, the life became appreciated in a different way, with different sensitivity. And I felt this is what's happening with you. But you went to start to go into all these things and start to follow, and you got distracted by it. And then, in a way, you turned against yourself in it. I understand, what is this? So I said it was foolishness. If there was a kind of unworthiness, it was being demonstrated in this thing. Why you would put something, even art or anything? These are just your toys. We can play, we can enjoy. Why are you trying to big a name? What is a name? It's something also perishable. Even if you became great, look at Alexander the Great. Where is he? He's not great now. What you want the great to be about? When you can simply discover your true nature, and this kind of thing. This is why I could not understand why you give in all of that for this thing. And I see even now your mind is still a bit proud of these type of things. Even I fell from grace, but at least I was there. What is that about? So something I felt, I started to leave you behind, leave you. Because so much fresh energy is coming. And see, with the fresh energy, they were alive and hungry for that. I don't go back to something that's becoming stale, stirring up some stale thing. No, you have to show yourself and come alive. This is what I think you are about to make the most important discovery in existence, in the human kingdom. You are discovering your real being. You cannot put in front of that any scientific achievement, nothing of human being, than to discover your real self. And you put it down for what? Fooling about. So something just left you. I said, my God, I don't even see that you grew over these years. You're one of the first people before anybody here. I met you. When I was selling incense on the street, I met you. I should be able to say to people, anybody want to ask some question, go and talk to him about it. He can tell you. But I would not send them to you. Why is this? Is this despicable thing? It's something you have to overcome. I don't cast you away, but I stopped giving so much attention. I said, no, behavior is unworthy. Not you are unworthy, but behavior is unworthy. Then I'd rather give it to someone who is really seen. I say, okay, and not I give, but I give my attention to them.
That's why I come here and leave all this behind and pray for you. I know your grace is there all along, and that it can break that.
Everything is possible. Everything is possible. because you're a living being. And the God self, the God presence is in everybody. I would never give up on anybody totally. I give up giving you time. A waste of time. Sometimes I say, you're a hopeless case. But I never really close the door because I know that this is life. And someone, even to the last breath, they can change. So I don't curse anyone. But I don't waste my time if I think you want to be a monkey. And, I thought you were going to be a monk. You turned out to be a monkey. I said, okay, fine. Then you can be a monkey all you want. I am not going to pay any fine for that. But I saw something I still see, because when I look at anybody, I still see only the self. Maybe that is my trouble. I don't believe anybody, but I believe in everybody. That the capacity is there, the power is there, because you cannot take one breath independent of the will of God. And because of that, something feels compelled to serve, but I cannot serve anybody's ego. There must be something. And when you see that something, and you have seen also with people who have come here, and they come with an intention to be free, it's the most beautiful thing in the world. It's the most beautiful thing. Because if one is free, that light will spread in many places, even if you don't intend it to. The world does not need more artists, more generals, more musicians, more poets. Well, by all means, let them come. But it doesn't need. If there's anything needed, is to see a human being whose life is the evidence of truth, whose presence invoke and demonstrate the living God, because such is the power, such is the capacity of the human spirit. This is what this is about. What can conceal that? Sometimes I say, just like your fingernail can hide the sun, a fingernail can hide the sun, but not from the sun. In the same way, some little concepts believed in somehow seems to hide your light. Satsang is to open the curtains again. Because whatever choices we make in life, it cannot compare with the awakened mind. Just cannot compare. Sometimes we become so full of tricks, so cunning, so full of tricks. But to someone who is awake, your tricks are nothing at all. Just a monkey up a tree, that's all. If you want to waste your life trying to somehow deceive people who are just not yet mature in their own seeing, or who are somehow desperate and really searching for some guidance, and you only somehow take advantage of them, this is not good. This is not using your light. So I don't give up on you. I don't. I want you to step up to what I know you are capable of seeing, and to honor the light and the understanding that came to you.
Thank you.
Okay. It's good.
It is there. I don't feel, even though I lost track of it, or I spoiled many things, I know that this is divine and cannot be.
But you, even who speak, you must research yourself. Because at present a lot of energy is in this identity of the one who says even, I know this is there. You see? And it might seem like a noble understanding, but even this very one itself is standing in front of its own door. You see, I don't accept this voice as being the true yet. You are able to hear this voice, your own voice you can hear, even your own thoughts you can hear and see. You must go back there. When you go there, you don't have to tell anybody that you are there. We will see by ourselves that you are there. You never have to say where you are. Others will see by themselves that you are there. A flower doesn't come to you and tell you it is beautiful. It never tell you, come, I smell nice. You yourself will go and find it. And when you awaken again to your true self, you don't have to tell anyone, I know this, I wake up, or nothing like that. They will by themselves come to you. This is the great mystery in the life. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I love you too.
Very good. Very good. Okay. You want to come? You feel to come? You feel it strongly to come? Yeah, then come.
Thank you, Mooji.
Thank you.
I felt really strongly to come because I didn't want to come. Because my ego don't want to be here. Yeah.
Yes.
And I feel like I've been hiding from you. I have not stayed at Montesacha for a long time.
You have not stayed there?
No,
No,
for a
okay.
long time. But I feel I have been hiding from you for a very, very long time.
Yes. And you know what this hiding is about? You know what is hiding also?
It's the person.
Yes.
Yes, it's the attachment I have to some aspect of the person that
Yes.
is still there.
Yes. I don't condemn, I never condemn. Because everything that each person do, another one can do. I never condemn. I've not lived a life free of mistakes. So I don't condemn. I only guide you to something which is beyond. Because you think that the little things that you perceive are wrong are so big deal. For me, they are nothing actually. I only want to point you to what is true. You see? Many people seem stuck, but I did this thing wrong, and I said, please, why you waste your time with this? Don't waste your time with this. These things are easy to overlook. They will correct themselves. Don't waste time with this. Just keep looking at where you truly are. That's all. You see? So if something feels like it's a bit afraid, that's why I ask, what are you afraid of? You see? I'm very happy that you came like this and you are now declaring and open, no? Because I really admire that. I respect it. I also feel that there is light in that you don't try and hide something which is itself inhibiting your being. So you come and say, listen, I feel this. Even people come and say, right now, I don't like you, Mooji. I understand that. Yeah. I say, I understand this. It's a feeling. Because something feels afraid. But I just point you already said, I don't have to say it, you said yourself that the person seems to be afraid. And what is the person? You have some attachment to a certain aspect of what the person is, and that creates fear. This is truthful, in fact.
The intellect has always been very strong.
Yeah.
and sort of always been maybe my best friend.
Yes.
So it's difficult just to, I don't know, leave it.
You don't have to leave it in the sense of destroy. You don't even have to reject. But you can acknowledge that even intellect cannot function without you, for whom it works. Isn't it you who perceive intellect? That's all. You perceive intellect and its functioning. You also perceive memory and its functioning. You perceive the mind and its functioning. You perceive every sensation, emotion, all these things. You perceive them. Without you, they don't exist. It is you who perceive them. They exist only in the mind of the perceiver. They exist. They don't speak for themselves. Without you, they cannot speak for themselves. The mind cannot just say, listen, I disagree with her. Your mind will not stand. Excuse me, don't listen to her. Listen to me. No, it works with you. It's a relationship that we have. So you must see that all these things, they are secondary to me because it's I who look at them. It's not they who look at me. You can live without the psychological aspects of your mind, but it cannot survive without you. This is it.
When I've been doing self-inquiry for some time, and now it feels like it's very stuck. It's always the mind comes back and will have the fame and glory for maybe reaching or getting somewhere with also with the self-inquiry.
Okay. I'm going to tell you something about self-inquiry that is going to be something very light and easy for you to know. Because your mind, you say, the mind gets stuck now. But you are the one who is aware of stuck mind. You think that if my mind is stuck, I cannot proceed with the inquiry. But you are the one who is aware of stuck mind. The inquiry is trying to get to you who are looking at the one who is trying to get to it and its stuckness even. This is far too simple for the mind, isn't it? You are the one who is looking at the stuck mind and its attempt, apparently, to try and get to you or whatever it is, or to get to peace, which is being looked at from the position of peace, in fact. The inquiry has resolved itself in this understanding, but I'm that which is watching even the stuck mind. And when the mind becomes unstuck, I'm the one who watch it come unstuck. I am that which sees whether the mind is stuck or unstuck. I can never be stuck. And there's no pride in it, no arrogance in that. Now, if you have a very sharp intellect, the intellect will catch it first. Got it. But don't let it be unswallowed food. The danger of a quick intellect is that you get it, I got it. And you think by speaking it means you have it. But the you who have it and the it that you have are both illusory. The Absolute will never say, I got it. Oh, my mind is troubling me today. It cannot say this thing. Can you imagine Lord Jesus Christ saying, oh, Jesus Christ, I can't do that. I don't know what I'm going to do today. I feel so stuck. I'm so depressed today. And my mind just, they'll never say. You'll never hear an awakened being even saying, I think. No, they don't tell you what they think. They have no value for thinking. or my mind is troubling me, or I was doing so well and then my mind came. They will not speak like that. And it's not because they're just good on technique. They just don't perceive like this.
I do also watch the mind. And there's something inside that just perceives that as well. It's a feeling like I'm a child again, or it's the same feeling I've had always within me, as long as I can remember. But the mind is very strong.
You know what it is? There's some arrogance is there. And something is protecting arrogance. And the self will never honor arrogance. You must throw it out because it's taking your name, and so you somehow you're sheltering it. Together, it creates this thing that even though you understand, you cannot get the joy of this understanding because the arrogance blocks this. So this has to be thrown away. It has to be thrown away. And this is why you are afraid of me. Isn't it? Yeah.
I think there is something that is very afraid of being rejected. So so like I said, like the intellect have been my best friend, or the one I could have trusted. So just letting go and trust that it will not be rejected, I guess.
When you rely upon your intellect, there will be fear of letting go. Don't make anything your friend for the moment. Leave everything now. Even the thing that feels, be without any association, even of mine. And drop this friend. Don't give it even the title of friend. Yeah. And that last seeming obstacle is removed by that. You don't need any support like that. You see, because they seem to give you something, but they take something also. It takes the freedom away. It takes confidence away. It takes trust away. I think you're just going to be fine. Come.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm happy you're here also. You know, everything is going just fine. Just this last thing you needed to see. You don't have to hold on to even that now. Very good. Oh, you want to come? Ah, okay, come.
I was something urgent inside me to stay here a little bit
Yeah.
in my mind, but you don't have any question. So when you told that it's possible to sit here only, so I feel very blessed to be here and see your eyes. Thank you. Thank you.
Very good. You're also from Lisbon?
Sorry.
Where are you living?
Brazil.
In Brazil? Which place?
Ribeirão Preto. It's 300 kilometers from São Paulo, north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so big, your country, isn't it?
Yes, it's very big. Yeah, different culture around all the country, different accents between the north and the south.
Yeah.
People.
I like it there.
Oh, I invite you to go there. I will be very happy if you go to my house and see the Sangha there. It will be nice.
No, but I like there. I went there, and yeah, very nice. We have very nice connections there. Yeah. Maybe still go again someday.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Wonderful. Wonderful.
You come. Okay. You come.
Thank you. Thank you. We seem to be coming to the end of this period of satsang, and I just want to draw your attention again to that space within your own self that doesn't require imagination, actually. You don't have to imagine. Because imagine is something to create something, and this is the uncreated space of being. It doesn't need any help from imagination. It is there. Simply when we are not identified with any intention or any desire or attachments or so. Even if you're aware of them, it's okay, but you're willing to leave aside everything. When you're willing to leave aside everything, even for the shortest time, automatically you're in a state of natural meditation anyway. You can put it like that. But even if you can also see the meditative intention, but you remain undefined. So the mind is like a kind of journalist that is taking notes, but you don't have to be combined with that energy. You are aware of this energy, but you're not holding it, not identified with it. See? So all this that I'm speaking about now, it's not homework or nothing like that, because immediately you can see now, because it is here. It's always here. It is always here. Everything else that you conceive of or perceive, that is not always here. That is coming and going. All our thoughts and imagination, all your learning, they are like clouds in the sky. Everything is passing. Everything is passing. Memory also, identity, projection, beliefs even, all these things passing. In front of something which is not passing. And that which is not passing, it has no shape, it has no size, it has no design. It's like space, but it's not just space. Because even space is inside it even. So it is even more subtle than space. When we use language and I say it, in the mind thinks it is something, but it is not a thing at all. And this that I am speaking about is our own self, is a self like that. When I ask you to leave aside your attention going to other things, and even the attention itself, you're naturally in your true state. Now, some people say, I like when I'm here, but just somehow I can't stay here. And many people agree. They say, yes, me too. I like to be here. It's my perfect state. But I can't stay. I keep going out. I said, listen, just like your breath comes in and goes out, but you are not going in and out. Also, this which says, I go out and I come in, that is only your attention. Your attention goes out and comes back to yourself. You are the self. But it will take time because habit makes us identify with what is phenomenal. Phenomenal means what is bound by time and subject to change. And yet our real being is not affected by the play of the mind and the body, or even the breath, or even the functioning of consciousness. It is aware of the functioning of consciousness. Even the sense we have of being here and experiencing life and so, even this identity which we hold so dear is also perceived in the great space, in the great self. We are the great self also, you see. You cannot be separate from it except as an idea. And ideas are all ideas. They're all illusion in a way. It is not easy to accept this because nowhere in the human kingdom we are speaking this. It's not available in the schools. It's not in the university. It's not even in the churches. It's not even in the temple. The simple truth and the key to that truth is right here with you. And you don't have to wait for it even. Because even if you're waiting, inside your awareness is aware of waiting. You are the awareness that's not waiting, but something is believed to be waiting. But that which is waiting is not you. It's only the idea you have of who you are. You are the awareness itself. And on the day that you come fully to be aware that you are the awareness, all sorrows will finish for you. This is the great sharing of satsang, where you come to again, we are coming back to the truth of what we are. And if it takes you another week or another month or another year or another 10 years or another 10 lifetimes, on the day that you discover this in your heart, it will not be different from this moment. It will just be like this moment. Something brought you here to remind you of what you imagine you've lost. Something brought you here to remind you of what you imagine you have become separate from, only by believing so strongly in an identity that is not real. And then we imagine it's going to be painful. We are going to have to sacrifice so much to return to ourselves, which is also another great illusion. It is not true. You are the self. Presently, it seems we're in a state of hypnosis where we are believing we are our conditioning. But your own beingness brought you to satsang in order to be reminded again, not just reminded only, but to experience directly the reality that we cannot not be. You see. Of course, we will doubt this. It is natural to doubt things, especially something of such a profound impact. But if your heart is open, the seeds will in time sprout. And that understanding will become your living experience. So I feel already when the beings are yearning to be home again, they come to satsang. Satsang is a term we use mostly in India, Sanskrit term, no? Meaning to be in association with the highest truth. But satsang is not Hindi. Satsang is universal. Anyone who is searching for truth enters satsang. Irrespective of what country you are from, what is your upbringing. Well, whoever longs for the truth is longing for satsang. Because satsang is the mirror in which the eternal recognizes itself again. So there's tremendous joy inside my heart to say these things, because there's nothing shameful in discovering our original nature. There's nothing fearful about it. There's nothing costly. But in life, in the life, day-to-day life, the life of the person, which is only a kind of mask that the consciousness wears for a time, the mask of personhood. When it puts on this mask, it goes to sleep. And all of life becomes a great dream. We are attached to this dream. Even though we are consciousness, we dream a self-portrait as a person, which is also consciousness also. But it is consciousness with severe limitation imposed upon it. Now you're beginning to yawn. waking up out of this sleep. And for a while, the doubts may persist. The resistances will come. Because there's a power that's also functioning inside the human experience and the human form. And this power is functioning to keep your attention only upon being a person. You must transcend that influence. In a sense, you can say that life is the opportunity or the great transcending, to transcend this force of ignorance that makes us feel limited, that makes us become attached to the perishable things of this world. When you are free, you will not dismiss life, you will not dismiss the world, you will not dismiss your family, you will not dismiss politicians even. You will see everything is part of the great play. The reason why we dismiss things is because we feel threatened by them. When you're not threatened anymore, you will begin to love. And you don't award love. You don't say, I love you because you are lovable, or because you are funny, or because you're attractive. You cannot help loving because you are love. But you will discover this, that love is not merely an action that you make. Love is, in fact, the essence of your own existence. So this is my happy news. When I come and I sit, together we sit, then this is what we are being reminded of and also experiencing, you see. So all people who come for satsang, already you're in a state of blessedness like that, you see. So for those of you who are here and those joining by internet broadcasting now, also many friends all over the world are sitting with us. And I don't regard you, as I said, you're not in the next room. You're not behind this camera. You are the great self. And we have this beautiful help of technology to make it available. People all over the world who can sit and we can listen together. We can examine these things inside our own hearts and feel the fullness of them. How blessed you are, that your life is a great blessing, not a curse. Open your heart to the full measure of the joy that life is. Say yes to the infinite. Welcome God inside your heart. And begin to live. Yes. Very good. Very good. Much right. Will somebody come singing? Anybody's coming today? Very good, Miller.
Shiva Swarupa